salesman here from Gift Friday?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else.
Nice, yes. I'm interested in a rig for Sunday if you could accommodate.
Well, then I'd expect y'all to see the man in charge of hiring rigs, who is late, as usual.
Gregory? Marcellus!
You old son of a gun! What, Greg?
Professor Hill's the name. This trip, Harold Hill.
But Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know it was myself. Besides, how could I have known you'd end up in a little tink town like this? You were a pretty big sucker when you were in business with me.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Toffelmeyer. Boss these.
Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good.
So, what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
Well, what happened?
Somebody actually invented one.
No!
Now give me the lowdown here, Mars.
You'll never get anywhere with these stubborn Iowans, Greg. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher here who'll expose you before you get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
Music teacher, she's a librarian. Female.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. If she passes by, point her out to me.
I will. So how are you going to start the pitch?
Same old way. First, I have to keep that music teacher off balance. Then my next step will be to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in.
But River City isn't in any serious trouble.
Then I'll have to create some. I must create a desperate need for a boys' band here in town. You remember, what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. Except, billiard parlor's just put in a new pool table.
They never had a pool table here before?
No, only billiards.
That'll do. Either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you're not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, I say trouble right here in River City. What's your all over? Personally, mighty proud to say, was mighty proud to say. I consider the hours I spend with a cue in my hand are gold. Heavy cultivated corsets, with a cool head and a keen eye. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets on the table. Pockets that mark the difference between gentleman and a bum with a capital P and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. Do I know all you folks are the right kind of parents? I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on with a loafer around that hall? Let me try not beagle, try not cubits, try not tailor-made like cigarette fiends, and bragging about having a couple of a telltale friendless sentence. By night, they leave the pool hall heading for the distant arm of over team men and skull women and rag time. Shivers with grab horse son and here are the arms and jump and bullets sing mass stereo. Friends, God will brave the devil's playground trouble. Oh yeah, trouble. Right here in River City. Right here in River City. With a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. We surely got trouble. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here. That you're gonna wait to the young ones more after school. Our children's gonna have trouble. Mothers of River City, heed that warning before it's too late. Watch the telltale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Trouble! Are certain words creep into his conversation? Words like swell. Trouble! And so's your old man. Trouble! Well, so my friends, you got trouble! Oh, yeah, right here in River City. Right here in River City. With a capital T and that rhymes with P and that stands for pool. That's it. We surely got trouble. We surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here. T. With a capital T and that rhymes with P. That stands for pool. That's it.
be there in a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Mama, a man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh,
I never saw him before.
did he say anything?
She tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. All right, Emeralds, now your exercises. So, do, la, re, ti, mi, a little slower. And please keep the fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
If you don't mind me saying so, it wouldn't have hurt you to find out what the gentleman wanted.
Oh, I know what the gentleman wants.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old combat the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mom, as long as the Madison library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't let my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman's got a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even though you can't quote Balzac and Shakespeare and all those other high Greeks.
Mom, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
But I haven't changed a subject. I was talking about this stranger. With the Sunnis who may be our very last chance.
Mama, do you think that I'd allow a common master now? Really, Mama, I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards if you don't mind me saying so. There's not a man alive who can look them in your ups to the pinnacle. When you say pat, no one you can pocket for yourself. Carry archman to this your arms, stubbornness in your life full of bones.
Well, that was the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I have a...
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Winthrop, is that the way to walk into the house?
Hello.
That won't do at all. The kiss from my boy. The lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop, where are your manners?
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you come? I would especially like it if you come. Winthrop?
Well, Winthrop, Amarillo's just asked you to a party. Are you going or aren't you?
No.
No what?
No, thank you.
You know the little girl's name.
He won't say Amaryllis just because of his S, because of his lisp. He's ashamed.
We know all about his lisp, Amaryllis. Well, Winthrop?
I'll bet he won't say it.
No, thank you, Amaryllis.
Amaryllis! Amaryllis!
Winthrop?
Why does he get so mad at people just because he lisps?
It's not only because he lisps. That's just part of the Amaryllis.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, dear. Y'all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient, even though he doesn't ever talk to me, but I do. I say goodnight to him on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
Dear darling, you have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you.
For the time being, just say goodnight, my someone. You can put the name on when the right someone comes along.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I may play my crosshand.
Sleep
my wife. You lady look at me shit for leading in the singing. As a member of City, I welcome you River Citizens to the 4th of July exercises centered indoors here in Madison Gymnasium. Account the weather. 4 score. The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tablet. Oh, the members of the school board will not present a patriotic tablet. Some disagree about costumes, I suppose. Said the wonton he girl's a wigwammer, he whopping. Will present a spectacle my way, in which my wife, you ladies that kick me shit, will take a leading part.
Wonton ye!
Wonton ye!
Wonton yay!
Wonton yay!
I will now count to 20 in the Indian tongue. In! Ting! Tongue! Feather! Cross off that crutch!
Tommy Gillis did it! Tommy Gillis did it! Yes, it was Tommy Gillis!
Tommy Gillis! I wouldn't leave if I was you!
Mrs. Shinwell, recall. The Payne's clerks, their 12 last days of Pontiac take place Friday grade stuff by 9:30.
Happy to be ready. Didn't think it's pretty fair.
Sure did, Ewart. That's why we all prepared for a storm.
Hey, because that's accurate most of the time, and you know it, JC.
Wouldn't last very long in the banking business, being that great most of the time. Well, you members of the school board stop bickering in public.
All in the world that I will say is
Never mind.
We heard there was a pool table in town.
yeah, that's what I heard.
Now, just a minute.
Is it a full table or isn't it?
Will you allow me to get on with the exercises?
We don't want any more exercises till we get the school table matter settled.
Let's protect our children. Resist sin and corruption. Let's smite that devil and keep our young boys pure. May I have your attention, please? Attention, please. I can deal with trouble, friends. The whip of my hand is very hand. Please observe me if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys Band. Oh, think, my friends, how can any pool table ever hope to compete with the old trombone? Or remember my friends in a handful of trumpeters into the famous walls of Jericho. Oh, Billy, recall the walls come tumbling down. Well, the band will do it, my friends. This is a boys band, do you hear me? As for River City, gotta have a boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill is on hand. River City's gonna have a boys band. As for the Lord of Apples, that band's been beautiful. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, hear the thunder of rolling drums, and the shimmer of trumpets. Ta-da! And you'll feel something akin to electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liberace, Pat Conway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on this very same historic day. 76 strong bones led the big parade. reaction. That man is a spellbinder. I want his credentials. Grab that hoodlum.
Thank you, Professor. After making an example of him, ringleader, you know, what he does, the gang does. Jeez, Pete, let me go.
You wild kitty, I tagged out main track my oldest girl last Sunday.
I wasn't even tagged.
Don't you contradict me.
We was just walking together. Jeez, Pete.
You watch your phraseology. I know what you was doing. My little Gracie Senior. Now you stay away from my oldest girl, or you'll hear from me till Kool-Aid rails. Now, I'll talk to you on Monday about this band thing. Over at City Hall, 10 o'clock sharp. Then I'm going to spell my career. Constable, I'll be responsible for the boy.
You don't know this kid. He's tough. He's got his whole gang waiting outside.
Now, Constable, I'll show you how to break up a gang. Oh, young lady. Oh, miss. What's your name?
Anita, I didn't have any idea he was beckoning me. Yes!
Do you know Tommy Gillis?
Well,
Tommy, this is Anita. Escort the young lady home. Aha! By way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
Oh, you have to.
Yes, sir.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow. You've made a couple mistakes.
Oh?
The mayor happens to own the billiard parlor and the new pool table.
Oh, what was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest daughter.
Just a minute, President. We'd like to have your credentials. We're the school board.
Yes. Academic certificates.
Nothing of the kind. Really, let us make
No, make him put up the bar.
What am I hearing? Say ice cream.
Ice cream, but I don't sing, man. That's
All right, talk then. Down here.
ice cream.
Talk slow. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream.
See, you just sustain talking. Ladies, from now on, you will never see one of those men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've been hitting each other for 15 years.
Ice cream.
How can there be
Any sin insincere? Aren't we sincerely in love?
Oh, we're in
I don't suppose the Lord would think. I've got some wonderful caramels over the hotel if you... Oh, please. Professor Hill.
Professor? Of what? At what college did they give degree for knowing women on the street? Like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall.
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Gary, Indiana. Gold medal class of '05.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? Another thing, Mr. Hill. I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some people in this town, and I think it only fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books in there, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Oh, Professor Hill, we're all agog, simply agog. On the caffeine. We're all so excited about the band.
I'm Ethel Tonkelmeyer, and this is Miss Squires, and Miss Nix, and of course, your Becky Shed. Our mayor's wife isn't excited you lately.
Oh, I couldn't say. Oh, no, I couldn't say. Oh, I couldn't say. For my husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure. And actually, I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
Of course, Mrs. Shin. I understand. But you see, part of my music plans include committee on the dance and... No, wait, do that again, Mrs. Shin. Your foot, the way you raised it just now.
Well, I have a winning that's bothering me.
Oh, what grace! What natural flow of rhythm!
and I would like to say...
Thank you. Now the young lady who plays the piano, Miriam Paroo, I believe. Well, after all, she's a librarian. Pick a little top, pick a little top, shoot, 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 draw a lot, pick a little more, pick a little top, pick a little top, shoot, 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 pick a little more, pick a little top, pick a little top, shoot, 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 pick a little top, pick a little top, pick a little top, shoot, 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 her best. Her kind of woman's mom can't be admitted. Of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but you have these dirty gloves, dirty boots. Chaucer!
Ball out.
And the worst thing, of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but
Old Town.
man lived on my street. Let's meet now.
Stop. Old Town. She made brazen overtures to a man in an outfit in this town, so she came here. Old Madison.
Miser Madison, Madison Gymnasium, Madison Park, Madison Hospital, that Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who do you think he was anyway?
Well, I should say, that show-off gave the town the library too, didn't he?
Well, that's just it. When he died, he gave the town the library. But he left all the books to her.
She was seen coming and going from his place.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That was a brazen overture. You'll get a guarantee. She had gold lip in her eye and a silver voice with a counterfeit ring. Just smelt her down, and you'll be a lovely planet full of steel. Here, where women's hearts should be. He left River City, the library building, but he left all the books to her. Chaucer.
Ball out.
Yes, of course. I can just put you on. Good night, ladies. Mrs. Paroo, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I'm not sure if I quite understand you, Professor.
And your boy has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles. By George! Well, not that it would be really great or anything, you understand, but...
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Paroo, why not?
Well, he's solidly correct. Cornet players were Irish. Oh, Clark. Oh, Mendez. Oh, Klein.
But Professor, we are Irish.
No, really. That clinches it. Sign here, Mrs. Paroo. Your boy was born to play the cornet. Fine, really. That would be $7 earnest money. Nothing more due until the first installment. Payable at the opening of band practice. Oh, thank you. And of course, I'll need the boy's measurements for his band uniform.
His uniform?
Oh, hello, son. Will it have, a stripe? A stripe, certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe on each side. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Winthrop, Professor. We can't even get him to say 3 words a day, even to us. But if you can get him in the band, that would be a miracle. Where are you from, Professor?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
Was she now?
Gold medal class of '05. How do you do, Miss Paroo?
Mr. Hill.
He's going to put Winthrop in the band.
You burst in on everyone's home like this.
Marion!
We're not interested.
Now, why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
I do hope you excuse Marion, Professor. She's not really...
Please! I'm sure that heart, she is as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, Mrs. Paroo.
Good day to you, Professor. start much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop, I know you're there. Winthrop, please go to the library and ask Miss Scrub to give you the book I've set aside. It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large gray volume with a black binding. Do I have to? You won't have to talk to anyone. I written it all down.
Now what are you up to? Why do you need a book at this time of night?
I'm feeling the Indiana Journal may help me poke some very large holes in the professor's claims.
Sunita, meet me after supper.
Meet you where?
At the footbridge.
Last time the lumberyard and now the footbridge? And where will it be after that? In the Black Hole of Calcutta? Yes! Tommy, it's Papa!
Didn't I say get that spellbinder Hill's credentials? I said the morning of July 4th, 1912.
Yes, George, but...
And now the whole town's turned upside down. The school board singing uptown and down Allen instead of attending a city mass.
I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater.
His who?
His university.
I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can ever get out of him. Gary Conservatory, class lot 5.
Well, if you'll just take a little time to read about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look much further. It's on page...
Papa! The Wells Fargo wagon's coming out for Rico!
At this hour of the day, the Wells Fargo wagon?
Could be the man.
The man is convinced I want that man's credentials.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. Please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming down the street. The shiny what it could be.
In March I got a great bag. Once I got a great bag.
Nobody wants to be a mess of it across the road. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming now. Is it a prepaid surprise or COD? Or it could be, yes it could be, yes you're right, it surely could be something special, something very, very special now, just for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is coming, I don't know how I could ever wait to be. It could be someone who has no relation, but it could be something special, just for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon keeps a coming. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon keeps a coming. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon don't forget to make the summer sunset. My cornet, teeth thing, Professor.
You will each receive individual instruction in due course. In the meantime, stay off the streets, get acquainted with your instruments, and think about the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da, la-di-da. That's it.
Sister, I never thought I'd see anything so scruffy this scruffy full of gold single sister.
Round one for you, Mr. Hill. But I better hear some by-gad tune add those horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury. Now, Miss Burner, both that way. Come, George. Look, have to get something in the library. About that.
I've never seen Winthrop so happy. Thank you, Professor Hill.
My pleasure, Miss Paroo.
Start her up, Mr. Washburn. Wait till you see the new steps Professor Hill taught us.
All right, what'll it be?
Shapoopy!
Now, one who kisses on the very first date is usually a hussy, and one who kisses on the second time out is anything but fussy. But one who waits till the third time around, head in the clouds, feet on the ground. She's one is mighty proud, she's a shapoopy, 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 the girl is hard to get. Shapoopy, 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 but you can win her yet.
Professor Hill, I think that mayors shouldn't behave abominably, and I think it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Well, a man can't dodge an issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does the poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths. The brave man only 500.
I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been wanting to speak to you about Winthrop's cornet.
His cornet? Mother of pearl keys.
I'm sure it's fine. He tells me about some think system. If he thinks the minuet in G, he won't have to bother with the notes. Now, Professor...
Miss Marion, the think system is a revolutionary method, I'll admit. Now, I cannot discuss these here in public, but if you allow me to call, when may I call?
Why, any night this week.
We know that you will soon forget the card in your soul. Here, I learned He taught me all about his home in Gary, Indiana. He even said he'd take me there someday. And he taught me all the past on the Indiana city. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. That's the town. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana. That's the town that Disneyland. If you'd like to have me watch the lessons they've done, now I have to sit on this elephant. Okay, so I would say that I'm going to hesitation. There's just one place that's quite my name. Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. Not Louisiana. Paris, New York, but Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. Gary, Indiana. My home sweet home. I'll be back in a minute. I have to go show Amarillo with my life frog. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da.
Oh, leave the dishes. I'll do it, Mama.
You the piano teacher in town?
Why, yes.
Well, then you must know all about this Bell Hill. I want a band here.
Yes.
But don't let it worry you no more. I got goods on him in spades. Swindling 2-bit double ringer. No, I'm just fast to do though. Never only makes a 15-minute water stop.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cow. Apple salesman. Right now on this document, that's a good name with a travel opportunity for Madison Swimming.
Mr. Cowell, you're making a big mistake.
State my lady's course recovery. That fellow's been the raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth just long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me, and I won't let him spoil it. Said, what kind of music teacher are you? You didn't see right through him? He's no more professor.
Oh, I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director, and
Now wait just a minute. Fine director. You heard one note of music from any band?
well, no, but
But nothing, girly girl. He never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
you'll never make that train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I gotta leave work, and I can tell you're not the one to leave it with.
Wait! I've never met a man who sells anvils before. That's something quite different.
Take it real skeleton. I can tell you that. Anvils have a good feel. Wait, what am I doing? I missed that train to get fired, and I gotta leave word about this Bell Hill.
Leave word with me.
No, not in your tin type. How did I know you delivered those letters?
Try me. There's your tray now. Run for it.
Boy, you double-doing little. Just who do you think you're protecting? That fellow's got a girl in every county in Illinois. That's 102 counties. Not counting any music teachers like you who coasted up and keep their mouth shut. Neither one of you should the last of me, girly girl.
Marion! Who's that you was just talking to? Why, Professor Hill. Mrs. Paroo, the talk of the evening. Miss Marion, you took them up there and said, I've got some jelly on the stove.
There's no jelly on the stove, Mama.
Well, just go put some on then.
Well, shall we set, as your brother said?
Well,
You did ask me to call.
Professor Hill, is it true that you... What I'm trying to say is, I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now say, where did you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors of traveling salesmen.
Oh, now, Miss Marion, you mustn't believe everything you hear. Why, after all, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty.
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend. No matter what they say, he left me in a shirt job so Mother and Winthrop and I could have some security. Now, sure, he
No, of course not. That's exactly what I'm saying. And why didn't those people start those rumors?
narrow-mindedness. Jealousy. Jealousy mostly, I guess.
Exactly! And jealousy mostly starts rumors about traveling salesmen.
What have you heard? Just that. But of course it stands to reason that disappointment and jealousy can lead to, take you, for instance. Your attentions to customers and teachers might be misinterpreted, mightn't they? Now, honestly, mightn't they? Why? So you say, if another salesman or someone were jealous, why, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What could?
Rumors and things.
Why, of course!
It just proves that you should never believe everything you hear, doesn't it? I mean, if you just discuss things.
Miss Marion, I would be delighted to discuss anything in the world with you. But can we do it sitting down? You do sit, your knees do bend and all.
I mean, we could sit on the porch steps.
We can also sit on a large hollow log over the footbridge.
Oh, I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Just to talk, meet me there in 15 minutes.
I just can't. Maybe some other time. Maybe tomorrow.
Oh, my dear little library. Pile up enough tomorrows and you'll find you've collected nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. I don't know about you, but I'd like to make today worth remembering. The footbridge. 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Some crazy guys going all over town spilling everything. All right, Mars, get the rig. I've got it. What time's the freight go? 9:40 from the junction. Well, it's not even 8:30 yet. Look, you want to turn a wordle and get yourself caught in a trap, you go ahead. But don't worry, Mars. I'll meet you at the hotel in plenty of time. Miss Marion, you're late.
But you said 15 minutes.
No, I meant that you were well, I'd say, about 26 years late. Took you all this time to get to the footbridge with the fellow.
If you want to know the truth, it almost took longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly when not to use well of your salesmanship.
Now, Miss Marion, surely don't think I've been selling you anything.
No, you've given me something. That's why I decided to come.
I don't recall giving.
Oh, yes, you have. Something beautiful.
Berlioz. This could be it. Now what?
Who's the salesman here? Looks like she's selling and you're buying.
I had to keep her off balance, didn't I?
She's still more off balance. You couldn't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Go get the rig. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now then, where were we?
You were about to tell me what I didn't know about you.
Yeah. Well, we really don't have to get to it just now, do we?
No, we don't. Or ever, for that matter, Harold. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately, but she did plenty when you first came here.
Oh? About what?
About Professor Hill, Gary Conservatory of Music, gold medal class of '05. Harold, there wasn't any Gary Conservatory.
Why, there's certainly...
Because the town wasn't even built till '06. I'll see you at the social ball.
You knew all this time?
Since July 7th, 3 days after you first came.
Why, you little...
Here. Come on, let's get it. Where is he? He's not anywhere around here. Let's check him in the creek.
Winthrop! Hey, wait a minute here, son.
I'm not your son. Leave go.
No, not till I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You didn't tell the truth anyway.
I would too.
Would not.
Would too. Tell you anything you want to know.
Can you lead a bear?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you a dirty, rotten crook?
Yes.
Leave go, you big liar.
Well, what's the matter? You wanted the truth, didn't you? Now I'm bigger than you are and you're going to stand here and get it all. So you might as well quit wiggling. There's two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a wonderful kid. Well, I thought so from the first. That's why I wanted you in the band. Just so you quit moping around and feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
And what's the second thing I'm entitled to know?
Well, actually, the other thing is none of your business, now that I think of it.
I wish you never come to River City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Yes, sir, you believe him?
I believe everything he ever said. The way every kid in this town walked around here all summer and looked and acted. Especially you. And the parents, too. Does Mama wish he'd never come to River City?
Well, you do, don't you?
No, Winthrop. Now go, Harold, please.
Yeah, go on, Professor.
I can't go, Winthrop.
Why not?
Well, for the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door.
Right here, that way, that way.
Yeah, Professor, that way, that way.
Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution is cut down, says Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are melting tar and collecting feathers, I will not say them.
Well, I should think there ought to be some of you who forget our everlasting, stubborn, chip-on-the-shoulder arrogance long enough to remember River City before Harold Hill arrived. Do you remember? Well, do you? Surely some of you ought to be grateful to him for what he's brought to River City, and I should think that you would want to admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there's a person in this hall who thinks this man Hill should not be caught in feather, please step forward. That your child would be taught to play in a band? Well, where's the band?